What's good, everybody? Welcome to another edition of GeekCypha here on Free X Agents Media and on Twitch and on Kick and wherever you enjoy podcasts. You guys are tuned into another edition episode. And I shout out to Mike, who's been saying them afterwards. This one's 452. It feels crazy that we are here. But, on the screen with me, right above me, we got
Jaws
D.
back.
How you doing, man?
I'm good. Computer was giving me some trouble. You know, everyone's updating their Windows, and all of a sudden, crap happens. So,
yeah. And then next to Jaws, we got Master Mike.
Usually, I'm Mike. Usually, today I'm the Winter Soldier.
But today, we're gonna explore that more in a second.
Get there in a second.
And next to me, we got the man Satori Osum in the house. How you doing? What's up, TT?
Not much. It's awesome also. But yeah, what's up, guys? How you guys
awesome
doing?
Yeah, see, this is why I should just let y'all do it, because even today I had a meeting with somebody and her name is spelled Capucine, but it's a French name. And I was just like, I'm just gonna ask you, how do you pronounce your name? And she's like, Capucine. And I was like, okay, because I was gonna say cappuccino. And she started laughing, and I was just like, I'm being honest with you. I'm not even gonna lie. I told her full on I was just like, oh, I'm happy you told me because I thought your name was Cappuccino. And she just looked at me like, no.
Yeah.
This is why y'all can't take me anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. This was a work meeting, by the way. My colleague was in the meeting, and afterwards he's just like, you're wild. I was just like, I mean, I had to be honest with her. I'm not gonna lie to her.
You're right. You're right, but damn. Shit.
It broke the ice. She laughed, and then the meeting went well.
There you go.
You got to take the book out of was it Hitch? Fail. It's more endearing.
Fail.
True. Yo, when you're vulnerable, I'm telling you, they love it.
Nah, it's all about
Most of the
nonchalant
times.
matcha niggas now, man. It's all about.
Oh, is that the thing?
Oh my god,
is
it's dude. Okay, so it's not the thing, but like the first person I can think of. The first person I can think of. TT, I'd be surprised if you don't know this name. Duke Dennis. Women are shaking in their boots as I just said that.
Duke Dennis.
You guys don't know who Duke Dennis is.
I'm
That's
too old
funny.
for this shit.
No. Yeah,
No.
this is like Gen Z streamer culture. Okay, this is Duke Dennis is just some
I'm a
guy from
millennial.
Atlanta. See, that's even worse. You still know.
Go ahead.
What show is he on?
He's not on a
Denzel
show. He's
Shaquille
in a
Dennis.
Okay. Please
No,
explain, Mike.
but he's
He's
on
Twitch
YouTube,
streamer.
but
He's just a
right,
streamer.
but
Yeah.
Okay, has he not been on one of the multiple YouTube
The
podcasts or anything?
The last
Okay.
TV related thing he ever did. Damn, I did not know his name was Denzel. The last thing that he ever
Nice.
did was a commercial. I think it was for like jeans or something, and everyone clowned the shit out of him because his accent is so thick that he was supposed. The line was, "We rewrite them," and he said, "We rewrite them," and it was the funniest thing for like a month.
Haters.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's a veteran. He served in the army for 4 years. He was stationed in Germany.
Yeah,
How old is he?
he's
32.
Yeah, 32.
He's
Shit.
if I'm not mistaken, he's a millennial. No,
Yes,
Yeah,
he's
1994.
millennial.
Early.
all right,
I mean late.
Oh,
Sorry,
snap.
late millennial.
yeah, late millennial. I thght he was Gen Z the way y'all were talking. I was just like, oh
No,
he's just one of us.
I don't know
just
this
so
guy. I don't follow
entrenched
streamers.
he's just so entrenched in like streamer culture now that like he's just
Yeah,
Duke Dennis. Woo. Anyway, that was
and he's like the epitome of what girls are into right now. All right,
yes.
Yes.
I mean the
name.
name's
That's
Denzel,
not
so
like
that-
I don't want to generalize, but like at least in my age range, not like
Right,
younger
right.
than me, but like 26 to like
No,
30.
older women also.
older
older
women
women,
also.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, but like
Yeah.
that's expected. Look at him. Look at him.
True.
I can't even be mad at it.
I mean,
I thought his arms would be bigger, but never mind. I don't.
Nah,
I don't
he-
know. I don't
I know,
know. I don't
honestly,
know what we
when-
want.
well,
What
when
are
you
we
guys
doing?
described it, No. Listen, because the girls of my generation were about those kind of blocky dudes. So when you guys told me this guy was the epitome, I looked him up and I'm like, oh, he's just a slim dude. All right, he kind of looks like Wiz Khalifa 2.0.
He's
Oh,
Michael B. Jordan if he was an asshole. He's Michael B. Jordan if he was an asshole, and not. I don't think Duke Dennis is an asshole, but like you look at him and your first instinct is, oh yeah, this guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And
Michael
like,
B. Jordan has to mind his P's and Q's because he's in the public eye constantly.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's
More
Duke
than
Dennis
ever.
who just
He's just there.
He just-
He speaks and after everyone just melts.
he speaks and we all just die.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just for people for context, this is what he looks like.
Okay, you're going to get the worst picture.
No, Brian did not
picked his
get the word
I'm
Wikipedia.
looking at all the pictures. They all look like that, man.
No. Brian did not.
That's his
pick
We're not
Wikipedia
finding any
pic.
thirst traps. This is
There
not
was
the show for
Wikipedia
thirst
picked
traps.
his worst picture.
Hold on. There is a worse. There was a worse picture in here. Hold on.
I like that I'm being
worse
accused
picture.
of picking a worst picture when I literally
There is
just went to his
a worse
Wikipedia and I was
picture.
like,
Hold on.
Okay.
I got a copy.
By
of
the
link
way,
at-
I'm being honest. There are other pictures of him like from his like a low angle up his nose, and I didn't pick those ones. I'm just saying. I picked the
There's-
one that
there is
felt.
one that I'm gonna put in. I think. Did I get this right? I did get this right. Okay. So
You're sending in the group chat. Okay.
no. I'm sending it in the what's it called?
The private chat.
Yeah, I'm sending it in here. So hold on. I'm gonna copy the link. I'm gonna put in that private chat there, right? Because it's that picture was a meme for so long, it's not even funny. Okay.
And this picture that you're about to send me is the one like considered a bad picture.
So it's a meme picture. So I want you to click that, and you're gonna see a whole thing. I want you to go down to the third picture you see.
All right.
So much work.
By the way, if you guys are listening
Yeah.
to this, highly recommend watching us on YouTube. Go check us out on YouTube. Okay, the third picture.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the
this-
meme picture. This is the funniest picture I have ever seen a black man, because you know he's trying in this picture. Who the hell does that?
Okay, hold on. I just want to make sure it's the one with the hands.
It's the one with the hands.
Okay. I
Hands.
just want to make sure.
It is the funniest picture of a black man I have ever seen in my life.
You get that Nolia clap on him.
Bro, he got that
Oh my
goddamn.
God.
That's what it feels like. That's what it's feeling like. That Nolia clap.
Yeah, he got that.
He's
know-
doing
you
the
know he's
LL
licking
Cool
his
J.
He's
Yeah, he's
definitely
doing
licked
the
his
LL.
lips
I was
beforehand.
gonna say,
Without licking his lips.
yeah. It's
I thought it was like a
literally
spicy Mike meme. You know the spicy Mike meme when he's behind the tree and he's
No,
rubbing his
Oh,
hands?
yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
Spice
yeah.
Adams. Spice Adams.
Yeah.
Spicy Mike.
So good. Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Yes, dude.
I am always happy to. The only reason I asked what show he's on, I meant a YouTube show because he looked like somebody that I'd seen in an interview on an Adam 22 podcast.
Oh
Mm.
God.
So that's why.
Oh.
Oh God.
So I was just like, hey,
Let's never
Skinny
speak
was
that man's name.
Skinny was on one of the Adam 22 related pods when he was in LA.
Really?
Shut up.
Yeah.
No
Skinny was
jumper?
out in LA.
Really?
Yeah. Skinny was on it. We did a whole episode about it a couple months ago. It was great.
Oh.
Honestly, if you watch that episode, it's fantastic because in the comments, people are like, "Yo, this dude's British and he's hiding his accent by not talking." Like it was the comment section was like going crazy for Skinny. It was really funny. It was a
People
really
were
really
just
good.
snap.
one.
assuming stuff because he wasn't talking. He's like, I'm not
Yeah,
getting caught up
yeah.
out here.
I'm trying to see actually. It's episode. If you guys are
Are
looking
you
for it,
serious?
yeah. 4 months ago, I wasn't hit with so much ignorance is the name of the episode. LA Skinny. And it's episode 434. So if you guys are listening to this, go check out episode 434. Skinny was in LA. And then I think we put a link to the episode of the podcast that he was on out in LA. But it was really funny just to watch people. Like I pretty much just read the comment section. I was just skimming through reading the comments because these people were losing their mind with Skinny. They're like, "Hey, yo, why ain't this dude talking?" And then 2 minutes later, "Yo, this dude's secretly British. He's hiding," because they were talking about Drake and like British rappers, and it was so fucking funny, man. I was dying. I was just like, "Yo, people on the internet will really create a story if you don't say anything."
Yeah.
Skinny literally didn't talk, and these people started creating this insane story around him and how he's the ops and how he's secretly spying on people and he's British and blah blah.
That's funny.
He's the
Dead.
ops. He's just
Dead.
ops.
So
He's
funny.
on the. They let the ops on the show and they just let him chill on the side.
Yeah. But it was funny. So we got a bunch of news and we got a bunch of stuff to go over today. We're going to be talking about Daredevil Born Again Season 2. It's back. We have one episode. TT's got a question for the crew. We're going to see if Skinny comes in the next 20 minutes. If he doesn't, then we'll go to the question.
Gotcha.
We're going to be talking about a certain someone, a certain true-blooded Daredevil adjacent somebody. If you all understood that, you understood where we're going to be going. I won't spoil that surprise for you. But to start us off, we got a bunch of news. Starting off with a little bit of sadness. Sam Kieth, creator of the Maxx and co-creator of Sandman, has passed away at the age of 63. This was a pretty big loss for the comic book industry, as Keith was. I mean, as somebody who read Sandman and has like almost half the volumes behind me, it's already hard enough that the original writer of the story is persona non grata. So it's kind of hard to want to. It's kind of hard when you turn back to your Sandman comics and you're just like, oh man. But
Yeah,
this dude, Sam Kieth, co-creator, not the, not all things are tainted, and it is sad to hear that he passed. There's comic book creators like this don't come along every day anymore. It's a whole different industry now. That era of like the co-creators and people are working and people are making fantastic stuff, but yeah, it's just really sad. So.
I never read the Maxx.
Did you guys? You never read it?
I never got it. I think the main cover always threw me off, and I just never.
Yeah, it was a weird looking character. I'll admit.
A weird looking character. I don't know anything about him.
I remember back in the day I had like an issue of the Maxx. I think we got it through like a hey, buy all these comics and you get it for $1. Like a grab bag. And then they also had the Maxx animated show through
yes
through MTV.
Yeah,
through MTV. So
MTV did it.
That's where I know the Maxx more from, and it's really sad. Like like to have that kind of voice that was more into like dream states and stuff like that. That's the kind of theme that he had between the Maxx and Sandman. So that's just to see that kind of creativity kind of gone now.
Yeah.
Why does he have teeth come out of his face?
It's a mask. It's a mask.
It's a mask?
It's just a mask. That's how the mask is.
That's so freaky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
It was like a weird abstract thing at the time, especially because, comic book characters were kind of all feeling slightly generic. And you were living in a world with like Rob Liefeld, who are drawing things like extra muscles and stuff.
Drawing everything
muscles, extra pockets.
Yeah, so that's why
that you're not going to use.
So then you get like something like the Maxx.
Jim Lee's too would do that.
Yeah, true. But you get things like the Maxx where it's just kind of like, hold on, I think this one is where the costume is ripped and you kind of see the skin underneath.
Hulking purple and yellow costume with these kind of like hooks.
Yeah, it was a mask and it was like a suit. Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. I'm so confused. The whole costume confuses me, man.
But that's the thing. Like, it's one of those things where if you didn't know about it when it came out and you discovered it later on, you might be like, what is this? But it's one of those things, like Jaws was saying, that's outside and abstract, that I feel like there's a generation of people who grew up loving comic books and then wanted to see something abstract and different. And that world of like the creator inspired comic where like I think Marvel has Icon, if I'm not mistaken, like all the they let people start to create stuff because they're just like, oh, some of you guys have really interesting ideas and things that you want to do outside of the worlds that we've already built. Plus, I mean, we've seen the conversation, like Ed Brubaker and them have said like, oh, I'm happy you guys took, for example, Winter Soldier and made these movies, but are y'all going to run us a little bit more of a check? And they're like, no, those are our characters. And I've said it here on this show. I understand Marvel and DC's position on that. If I tell you make something in my play box. I'm not going to pay you more when I take the thing that I told you to build in my play box and make more money with it. But that's why it's cool to have someone like Sam make something like the Maxx, where it's just like, oh, I'm going to make the play box and the characters. Or Kirkman. I feel like Kirkman is a kid who's like grew up with someone like Sam going like, oh, like you can make your own shit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just going to make Invincible and make a whole ass universe that's a commentary on superhero stuff. So
Invincible, Tech Jacket, Super
Yeah.
Pope,
Savage Dragon.
I think there was one with
Savage
the
Dragon,
pirate,
yeah.
Tyrannosaurus Rex or something like that. I
That
forgot
was
about
also
one.
a series on Teletoon.
Yeah.
I watched it on Teletoon.
I'm literally
Yeah.
I'm just like like the designer in my
Yeah.
brain is trying really hard to piece the Maxx suit together. Like I've been you guys have been talking, I've been dissociated, just staring. Like I'm serious. I don't get it.
the way the story works is that there is the real world, and then there is like this dreamscape world, and the Maxx is kind of floating in between the two, and he's trying to find the princess of the dream world, and she's just this regular girl in the normal world and all this kind of stuff. And like the Maxx is he the protector of the dream world / princess girl, or is he just a regular dude that's a janitor? Like that's what it's kind of playing in.
This is him without the mask.
Yeah, I can see where the teeth come in though.
It's coming over. This is coming under. This is coming under.
Yeah, I see that. There was a Batman crossover at some point, and it's freaking me out too. That's freaking me out. It's like so. You know what I mean?
I'm telling. Yeah, it's out there. And I think that's one of the things, because I remember at one point in comic books, the industry's not doing as well, and there's not as much change. They haven't figured out how to connect with younger characters. They keep doing things like just introducing sidekicks for their characters, and like you're like, oh, the kids will like this because there's someone their age in there, and it's just like it wasn't working, and you're aging up the kids, and it's like you're not connecting with the next generation. Like my era of comic books, I'm 10 years old in 93, and I'm starting to read comic books. There's some good stuff happening in the 90s, but to
You're
connect with me, the stuff is older. Like when I'm reading a comic book, some of those stories felt crazy. Like I remember one of the first comic books I ever picked up was Teen Titans, but I think it was called Titans at the time. And Garth, Beast Boy, has changed his name to Changeling, and his transformation for animals are like mutated kind of body horror creatures because he got introduced to some alien thing. I'm a 10-year-old reading a comic looking at Beast Boy. You guys have a whole generation of a cutesy Beast Boy who's just chasing after Raven and obsessed with her legs. I got horror. I got
and they're pounding their meat.
Yeah, I got Cronenberg I got Cronenberg nightmare fodder type Changeling. I should look up the image because it'll really mess y'all up. Also,
I'm already there.
He used to have slick back hair and wear a trench coat. Like Beast Boy? Like that's what I'm saying. Like it was a really weird era so it wasn't really for kids at that point. So these comics that came out are kind of like the comics for older generation of people who are into something like a little different. They're just like, okay, we've seen all this stuff over here, and these guys are trying to make it weird. So we want something deeper.
It's a lot of Gen X making stuff, and they're like
yes, that's
out there. They're just going wild with it.
Yeah.
And to go back with your Ed Brubaker comment, that that's why you have the Morlock of comics being like, F all these guys. I'm gonna do stories with characters in the public domain.
Oh yeah.
Everyone knows the Morlock of comics, right?
You were talking about more?
Yes.
Yeah. I was like, why are we saying it in code? Because I don't think
I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but I know he's a wizard.
Alan Moore. Sorry. Okay, I thought you were trying to be like coy about it. I was just
no, I couldn't remember the name, but I see the face. All the power comes through his beard and his hair.
I'm trying to find a picture of that mutation to really show you guys how nightmarish it was when I saw it the first time.
Shout out to that old comic book show in the 90s, Anti-Gravity Room, putting you on to all the indie stuff that was coming out and actually getting interviews with Alan Moore and everything like that.
Those good times. Comic books back then were fun. We also have, speaking of things that change, and in this case has changed into a state of not existing. Sora is gone. The Sora app is bye. I do want to remind people though, because I saw a lot of people celebrating that the film industry is going to be so happy that Sora is gone because their jobs are safe. By the way, this was only one app. There are like 12 other apps.
The biggest one for sure, but like
for sure.
Still like
well, its market share definitely dived off a deep end after everyone else started making their own. I think Grok and Google's own like blew it out of the water kind of thing.
Yeah.
But what happened? Like, why exactly did they?
If I'm being honest, based off everything I read, it sounds like they're going into military stuff because they wrote like, "Oh, we're gonna focus on robots," and I'm like, "Robots." And when I read that, I was like, "Oh, you guys are going after those military contracts."
They couldn't make the money off of making those things. They just couldn't monetize it. That's the main thing.
That's
so.
Yeah.
I just wanna point to the imaginary board here. If in case you guys have noticed, the Skynet logo is now in big bright red, and we should cease all operations right now.
What's post Skynet? Isn't that Dune?
I don't know about you, Jaws, but I kind of like walking on the ground without worrying about the noise I'm making. Thank you.
You know what I mean by Dune,
no,
right?
I know what you mean.
What happens in that universe is that they have the great AI war, and then they ban AI, so no one's allowed to use AI,
and
that's why the world is the way it is. Like everyone goes back to sword fighting and
but don't they have
helicopters?
Are they call them Mentex? The like robots that are like it's humans.
They're not robots. They're doing vast calculations in their minds. So that's why they're like in their like heads go rolling their back and then you hear.
But they're not robots. But they're robots. Augmented though,
they're just
right?
really smart humans.
Yeah.
They're not augmented at all. They're just super augmented. Smart humans. That's it.
Or they're evolved. Some weird thing. I can't remember what it is specifically.
Evolved. This is too close to Lucy. I'm starting to lose the believability because it's getting too close to Lucy.
Because in the movie, so you have like the
Scarlett Johansson Lucy.
So in Dune Part 1, you have like the very light skinned guy. That's the Mentok.
Yeah.
So he taught Paul a little bit of stuff that he does, so he can kind of figure out stuff on the fly. So like that's why they kind of like have like a cool relationship with each other. But if you read the books, it's like, I taught you a little bit of this, so just in case,
Okay, so this is like some Mind Palace shit, right? Like that's what they were doing.
Guess so. Again, it's one of those things where you have to read the book, and the book really explains it, but the movies give you a little bit, just enough to understand. Like, oh, he's doing some calculations and stuff. Okay.
I love sci-fi, y'all, but I'm not gonna read Dune. Every time someone tells me about reading Dune, they're just like, "That shit is dense," and I'm like, "What do you mean?" They're just like, "It's too heavy. Just watch the movies." I'm like, "Why do you a fan of the franchise is telling me just watch the movies?" They're just like, just watch the movies.
Exactly like this. Okay, it's One Piece for white men with turtlenecks.
That's the best take fucking ever. Of Dune. That is the best.
You know what's sad though?
You
know what's sad about Dune? Like everyone thinks like, oh, Paul had to do this. He had to do this because he saw into the future. And when you ask the actual author, the original author, he said, no, the whole point of the story is that to not follow charismatic leaders. That's my whole point. That's the whole point of the book. You could find him talking about it in the 70s. It's right there. But people, they just see, oh, he's a superpower guy. And he just has all the power. He needs all the power. He needs to do all that stuff. And they're really pushing that in the trailer. It's like, oh, what would Dad do? He wouldn't start a war, mother. His mom tells him.
Yeah, that was great. That was pretty funny.
A whole goddamn war.
It's just like, how did Dad? He never started a war. He never tried to destroy the universe that he lived in.
Y'all know how I feel about Dune. That shit peaked in the 90s.
No, man. You know what I like? No. You know what I like? No. One thing I like about this new Dune movie.
Well, at least let me finish my point before you me.
Okay, go ahead.
Why do you keep remaking? This nigga came out real Okay, no, but why do you keep remaking it for?
I apologize.
No, don't apologize. It's all good. You don't need to apologize. But I'm just saying, they keep remaking it for what? And if man said it is just One Piece for white men, why they keep bringing it back? Like y'all can't think of another thing?
They are remaking One Piece though, so I feel like they just keep remaking.
Wait.
shit over
Sorry.
and over.
Pause. What? Oh yeah, they
John,
are.
Wendell.
Oh my
So-
god.
Jaws, go ahead.
So the book came out.
Yeah.
It was all good. It was it was good. Oh, it was like that type of it's the new sci-fi. It's not Buck Rogers in the 21st half century. It's not all that. But then Star Wars came out, and everyone's like,
Right.
yo,
yeah.
sci-fi. We need to get on to sci-fi stuff. What's out here? What's out here? Dune. Let's do
Motherfucking
Dune. All right,
Kang?
we're gonna get this new cat that's named what's his name? Oh,
Timothy?
shoot. No. In
Oh, the original one.
the original movie. The original movie.
Oh,
Oh, what's his
yeah,
name? He did
yeah.
Fish
Snap.
Head, Eraserhead, Mulholland Drive.
he was in
Hold on.
Oh, you're talking about the director.
The
I don't know who the
director.
director is.
didn't he pass away?
I know that
Yeah.
I know the lead actor is Kyle.
Recently.
Hold on a second. Sorry about this, everybody.
Anyways,
David Lynch. David Lynch.
David
yeah.
Lynch. There
So
you
they
go.
went like, let's do it like that, okay? But they also there's also another documentary about another version they were working on, and they scrapped that. So David Lynch works on it, and then they take the movie away from it and they re-edit it, and he's like, screw that, I don't want my name on that movie, and that's why it's directed by Alan Smithy. So that's the first movie, that's what they got, and they changed a lot from the book. So it's like, oh, instead of the word making you do what he wants you to do, it's breaking rocks now. It's a lot of weird stuff going on in that movie. And then they remade it, but it was with the Sci-Fi Channel. So they did the first book,
I remember that one.
and then the Children of Dune, but the Sci-Fi Channel has no budget.
Right.
The Sci-Fi Channel has no budget.
This is
Even though
true.
they're more closer to the books, no budget.
But can I raise this? Like, folks, not just white folks, but folks have earlier other sci-fi that. What was that movie that ended that The Simpsons made fun of, where there was just a giant baby at the end of it?
Space Odyssey.
2001
2001
Odyssey.
Space Odyssey.
Fucking remake that.
I think
Nah,
they are
Kubrick-
actually,
Kubrick
Oh,
did it perfectly. They don't need
that's
to.
what I'm
they
saying.
made-
But like,
but they made a sequel to that,
a.
and that's the crazy part. Like the fact that it's even Mike hit us. What were you gonna say?
I just wanted to. All right, Gen Zers. Unks right now, their whole discussion is everything that happened with Ready Player One. Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Back at
Yes.
it, guys.
Oh,
Back
Yes,
at it.
exactly.
also,
No,
That's
don't
actually
have
a
that
very
for me.
good analogy.
Yes. Also,
Yeah.
Dune is a very
I hope they don't
influential.
remake Ready Player One, because the first
Oh,
one.
I'll be 40. Don't worry, it's coming. I'll be 40. It's coming.
Yeah,
You said it like
Also,
bad
it's
thing.
also-
true.
Dune is very influential because the first RTS game is Dune, is a Dune game. The first, so before StarCraft, before Warcraft, Dune 2, I think, was the
Yeah.
first RTS. So the
Okay.
reason this movie got remade was just because Denis Villeneuve was like, hey, Warner Bros., I see you have this in your catalog. I want to do that movie. Okay, Denis. You think you hot shit? Okay, what we want you to do is do this other movie for us. And then
Blade
if that
Runner?
movie, what was it
Yeah.
again? You do
Blade
this
Runner.
other
Blade
movie for
Runner.
us, and if that movie does
Yeah.
good, then we'll let you do. We'll let you
Still
do
haven't
whatever the
seen
hell you want with Dune because we don't.
Blade
really
Runner
care.
2049 is actually dope, and I know they're working on more Blade Runner stuff. So it's not wrong. Denis Villeneuve is a good director. It's just that I do understand one of the things I always say, and I think we've been saying on this podcast for many years, is there are no original ideas under the sun, and they just keep remaking the same 10 things over and over. Like in
not
the
even-
span
yeah.
of Dune's popularity from what, based on what you're telling us, Jaws, a little before I was born till now. So in my lifespan, much like Mike is saying about Ready Player One, they've redone Dune 3 times.
And
They've done Lost in Space 3 times in the entire existence of the IP. There's
How many
like,
times have they done Swiss Family Robinson?
yeah, well, yeah, essentially the same.
That's
thing,
what
yeah.
lost. Exactly. Stop it. Stop doing
Yeah.
it. Stop.
So
I
it's like
think,
there's so much more sci-fi out there, and
'cause-
also original creators that we can move on. Like we don't
And
have to.
literally-
I know that the first book probably came out before Star Wars, and they're like, ooh, sand, Tatooine.
Right? Yeah.
That's all I think of when you
Hero,
say dude.
hero story.
Bro, They remade the
And
same.
one last
shit.
thing, the thing I'm gonna go back to.
Hold on, Josh.
Let's-
Let Mike jump in though.
Okay.
No, I was just gonna say all this stuff being remade, and I'm not getting more Black Dynamite.
Well, you got the
Or
cartoon. You got
Boondocks.
2 seasons of the cartoon.
Yeah, I got 2 seasons of the
and then
cartoon.
they moved on to a western. Sadly,
Which is fair. Which is fair. But like Michael J. White is right there.
Yeah.
He wrote that. He wrote that.
Yeah,
no,
Black
but that's
Knight, all
what-
those people.
Yeah, I want more.
That's what I'm saying. Stop remaking things from dead guys about white saviors that no one wants. Like, Denis Villeneuve's a great director, but did we need like another version of it? When again,
No.
there's
I
so
think
much sci-fi.
I think for this one they want to do a big budget one and not have to mess up the dude's editing, and so he wouldn't put his name on it. And just again to wrap back, just to finish off my point,
No, I'm
back
here,
to Skinny. The reason I
Okay,
like the
go ahead.
first Dune
Let him
movie
finish the point.
was
Let him finish the point.
because when they bring out the emissary, that is the most darkest, nicest, smooth looking black man on screen. And like Denis Villeneuve just, hey, screen guy, like make sure you get everything perfect there. Make that look good.
That
Make
was a
look
good shot.
It was the most,
don't get me wrong.
God, amazing shot. I was like, wow.
Great shot. Could we not have
Color
done
correction.
that exact same thing with another black actor in a different sci-fi? That's all we're saying. Like I'm
waiting.
down
I'm waiting for Attack
more-
the Block too. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for Attack the Block.
Yes.
too. I'm
Yes.
still waiting on that.
If we want to give us sequels, if you're gonna do sequels and remakes, at least
Moses,
can we
bring back
try doing
Moses.
some of the things with
Moses
people
Lou.
that look a little. Give me Supercell again. Like, give me
Oh,
season
good.
2 of Supercell.
Is it in the works?
All of it.
Which one?
Season 2 of Supercell? Yeah, they're working on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm playing devil's advocate here because you two are trying to get us lynched out here. See, as Denis Villeneuve is doing his thing, he is also
What's wrong with him?
well, you see, he's also I'm just playing devil's advocate. You see, by making and remaking Dune, he himself being a white male might be like, hey man, it's hard out here for me right now. Quote unquote.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Brian laughed because I know you see where I'm going with this. So maybe he's just like, I'm gonna make my people feel good.
But Denis Villeneuve is from Quebec, so I don't know if
Yeah.
that applies because he already sees himself as a
Brother.
marginalized person.
You just said it right there with Denis Villeneuve is from
to be
Quebec.
fair, hold on. To be fair with
But he
Denis
sees
Villeneuve,
himself as a marginalized person.
Oh Lord Jesus!
to
Exactly.
be fair with Denis Villeneuve, if you watch a lot of his movies, he works with a lot of different people from all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. That's what I'm
So
saying.
he-
I don't see Denis Villeneuve leaning in on the white savior because we
He
need
ain't
more white
leaning in
saviors.
on shit. He just
And-
knows how to make money, bro. What do you mean?
But he
These
doesn't
white
make good
niggas
art
are gonna
movies.
go see this movie about this white savior, and they ain't gonna have not that many black people in it, except for what?
But wait,
Batista?
pause. But the thing is, if you know Dune, if you know the story of Dune, it's not a white savior. It's actually the opposite of it, right?
Never
So
really
like,
Like warning. Yeah.
it's a warning. It's a
Yeah.
warning. I think.
That's why.
And honestly, I do think that there's not I don't find there is an issue with remaking stories if you feel like the story or the theme applies to today's like society, right?
Yeah.
That's why we have reoccurring stories, right? The hero's journey and all that. And I think
Yeah.
that with Dune, like I think with Jaws, like I don't know if you agree, Jaws, but I think that after this Dune is complete, part 3, I think there's not going to be another Dune for another like in our lifetimes, right?
It'll be
So I
40.
think that
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
There
I
is
think
a
they'll
TV
do-
show though.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
set
yeah,
in the
yeah.
same universe.
true.
So that like
think
that's my
dealing-
thing.
I think
Wait, is this-
dealing with him.
Are you sure that's still there? I thought it
Yeah,
got
the Bene
canceled.
Gesserit Dune, whatever it's called, it's still it's like a prequel series to the same universe.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like,
But
Like,
I
that's-
know,
I thought
I
that
know
canceled.
I know
Oh,
this,
no.
the movie. From what I remember, the movie is veering off a little bit from the book. Like I think certain spots of the book are the same.
I hope
only
so.
thing that-
I
the
heard
really
he
big
turns
thing that's
into a
different-
worm. So
The big thing that's different is that Zendaya just doesn't stay. Her character doesn't stay with Paul. So originally in
Right.
the movie, Paul in the book,
in
Paul
the book,
is with the princess of the universe
and she's his
and with
and
Zendaya,
Zendaya's
and
character's
they
a
just rock with
concubine.
him. You know, and they're all
Yeah.
both doing their own thing.
Oh,
But
you
in
got
this
greedy.
in the movie, Zendaya's like, no, you
Yeah, he
told
did.
me you weren't gonna go and start a goddamn war. The hell are you? Why
Yeah.
are you jumping with this girl? What the? And she leaves. She at the end of the movie, she walks out. So she's like,
Mhm.
screw this guy. I'm gone.
Hey, we'll move on. I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
I'm
I
done,
get
I'm done.
everything
Sorry,
you guys
I'm
are
sorry.
saying. Ultimately,
Gotcha.
we're still in a world where they're remaking the same shit. And Mike, may they not remake Ready Player One. May you get to live in a world where they don't remake a movie that
They made Fortnite the movie, Brian. They made Fortnite the movie. I'm sorry.
When they made
Hey,
Fortnite the movie?
Hey,
Sorry,
them
I'm
niggas
sorry.
are hurting right now. We can't.
No,
we can't.
Ready
we gotta
Player
leave-
One is
Oh,
basically
no.
Fortnite the movie.
Oh,
It's,
Yeah,
it's hey, look,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
this IP. Hey, look, it's that IP. Hey, look, it's this other IP. Hey, look, it's that other IP.
I was really happy to see a Gundam there, so yeah, I don't care.
I'm just angry.
They're gonna make a live action of that too and screw it up. Don't do it.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, actually, in that case, let's jump to that piece of news. Michael Mando's latest to join the Gundam movie from Netflix and Legendary.
Yes!
Yeah.
I didn't even
It's
try
not
that.
G Savior, baby.
Woo, why'd you do
It's
that?
not 2000s G Savior.
It ain't nothing
I'm
if it
happy
ain't
for
Gundam
Michael
Wing.
Mando.
Yeah, I'm cool with him, but yeah.
But I'm
But-
nervous about this one.
I would, Skinny, if you have the time, I would dare you to rewatch Gundam Wing and be like, yo, what the hell is all this?
No, Gundam Wing
No,
makes
I
zero
promise you.
sense. It makes zero sense. Fuck out of here with the story. Gundam Wing makes zero sense. It's the characters and the pilots that you care about.
And the
Anything
vibe.
other than that, way
And the
too political. I don't care.
It's
I don't care
political,
about
but it doesn't make any
Wait,
sense.
but wait, Gundam as a whole is political. It's literally space racism,
For sure.
right?
It is.
No,
and
it's,
like-
it's Space World War II, basically.
Yes.
If
But
anything.
Gundam
Yeah.
Wing specifically makes balls of sense. Like nothing. No kind of sense.
Yo, the mechs though, the mechs look hot though.
The
aren't
mechs,
they?
yeah,
Yo, look at that fit on the mech.
These guys
But
come
that-
out warring
that's
with
my
each
fear.
other, not friends, and then by the end of it, by endless waltz, they're all buddy. It makes no sense.
I'm
Yeah,
so
they all
sorry.
jump in sides and stuff.
Death Sight is
Because
trying to kill Hero. half
Operation
the show.
Meteor. Operation Meteor, like they all have like a conversation like about we have to like destroy the Earth Federation and all that stuff. We have to fight for the colonies, but like my thing is that about this movie, when it comes to this movie, I don't know how to feel about it because, like I said, like I don't know if you guys remember like Godzilla. The whole point of Godzilla was like an anti-war story, right?
Mhm.
It's
Yeah,
not like
yeah.
let's not
Anti-nuke
glorify
story.
it.
Anti-nuke story.
Anti-nuke story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But the thing about Gundam, like the creator even said, like, I'm not making this. I didn't make the series for people to be like, oh yes, giant robots fighting each other. It was more to be like, this is a cautionary tale. If like people don't know how to like, put their differences aside, this is what's going to lead to, right? And
You're-
especially,
You're
You know,
sending
when it
your
comes to,
children
like,
off to war to fight a war that they didn't start at all.
But hey, yo, my man, then
Yeah.
don't include cool ass giant ass robots in your shit. Like, what you like?
Yo, man, we got toys
Then,
to sell. I
then
don't know
give me
about you.
pandemonium if you want me to listen to your political side.
we got to comment Pacific Rim. We all know what we're here for. I mean,
My name is
100%. If
Bandai,
you're-
and I got toys to sell and babies to feed.
I hear you about
Yeah.
Pacific
that's-
Rim, but also like, that movie.
See,
but I mean,
we're only saying that.
any-
We're only saying that. Sorry, Brian. Go.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. Okay, we're only saying that. We only all think about Pacific Rim the way we're all thinking about Pacific Rim because the second one came out. If it wasn't for the second one coming out, we would still be praising Pacific Rim. But because that's all set, in
Yeah,
the
the
same
first one was
fucking
good.
Universe.
Yeah.
The first one was gas.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I like that.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
It
As
was
a
gas, but it was
motherfucker,
also really weird how like I didn't love how they kind of had to like fully sync with your machine. Nigga, give me a joystick.
yeah, I hate that.
Fuck that
Exactly.
shit. No,
because
I
you
like-
see that
You
Russians,
better not do that with Gundam.
He better not do that with Gundam.
I
But I-
like that with Pacific Rim because
I'm
they're
with
trying to be
Mike.
different.
Yeah.
And then also on top
Yeah.
of it makes it a bigger deal if you pilot it by yourself.
Yes.
That's why Idris Elba's character's
Yeah.
like, oh god, I'm
Yeah.
gonna jump in, but this one last
cooked.
time, you know.
Yeah.
It makes it puts stakes into it because otherwise, shout out to the Gundam stuff, but it's like any old person can get into the cockpit and drive this like multi-ton vehicle
Like,
that can fight huge
You
giants.
would
like,
just need
No,
some
wait,
kind
wait,
of skill.
but not necessarily because like okay, I'm gonna take like Gundam Wing. Oh no, actually the original Gundam, right?
Yeah.
In this universe, Amuro, Ray Amuro,
Right.
Amuro Ray. Basically, he's unique because he is a new type, right? And because of his new type abilities, he's able to pilot the Gundam, while other people are having a hard time like piloting them. So it does take some skill to like pilot a Gundam, especially a Gundam, even a mobile suit. So it's not just like, oh, let's
But
sync with the machine.
didn't it make it-
I don't know.
didn't it make it interesting seeing the juxtaposition of one being able to do it easier and seeing the others who can't do it as well like elevate to the fact that they eventually, because I haven't watched it, but I imagine
Mhm.
eventually they become better pilots, like giving them that
Oh.
again hero's journey of overcoming that failure to be, like we said at the beginning, sometimes you fail to look good, But
True.
having that story of the failure to build up makes it more interesting for the characters.
I'm gonna still include manual controls into my ship because actually, perfect example. We're five beings right now. We get summoned.
Yeah.
Let Zordon try to tell me that I gotta brain link my shit to my Mastodon for me to make that shit work. And if I don't do it, then I'm all wonked out for like 17 years. No, fuck that. Why? No one's signing up for that. No one's signing up for that.
Didn't they do that in Power? I think Jason had a second
Mike, are you
Zord that he had to
signing
like.
up?
Immediately.
The 2017 Power Rangers, I mean, Bryan Cranston was just yelling at the kids because they didn't do anything right. But I think the Zords are still pretty standard. You didn't have a joystick, but you put your hands on it. You have your power crystal. Cool. Like, I'm good with this. Same with Gundam. I understand, he had the different abilities, fine. But Pacific Rim was really like, yo, fam, if you can't do this, your brain's fried. And then look what happened to Russia.
But like, that's
You remember the Russian one?
But you also have to sync with your partner. You have to sync with the other person you're rocking
Like,
with.
you
So I
said-
think there's
Niggas
also
like
other
that?
stuff. Like I think
But
the
wait,
whole
wait,
point of
what did
Pacific
Mike
Rim
say?
is trying to tell
Hold
you,
on,
like,
hold on.
hey,
What did Mike say?
Mike
Sorry.
said,
I said that's just driving a car. You have to drive the fucking car or you're gonna hug a tree really fast. Like, yeah, I'm sorry. God forbid I don't want to get in a 13,000-ton death machine and just have
Without
a crystal, and put my hands on it and just all right, now take me to McDonald's.
just
all
put it
right,
into 10.
okay, all right, bet, cool.
And then
Mike.
and you're a puddle. You're like this.
Yeah,
and
I'm
you're
just
puddling the
gone.
whole
Like,
thing.
what is this?
Mike, you're
inertia's not on.
piloting your car and you're doing it with the brain link and you're all good. And then you're like, oh shit, did I turn off the stove? Bong.
Yeah.
Fuck you mean?
There goes a whole city block.
Fuck you mean? Like, what do you?
Exactly.
Like a lady with her
Sweetie.
baby carriage just going a stroll. You just whack it.
Hold on.
You got your hands on 10 and 2, right? Damn. Did I pay my baby mama child support?
Because you know what? Gundam solved that because they have a AI assistant. It also calibrates. So
You're not
yeah, I'm
putting AI
telling
in
you.
my vehicle. You're not putting AI in my Toyota.
No.
Yeah, right.
No.
Yo,
But the zero system. Oh my gosh.
I use the AI.
The zero system makes you kill people.
I got the
though.
AI.
No,
I
but
got the AI
even
at
with
my
that.
work. I got the AI at my work to do the trolley test, and it killed the baby. So I don't want no AI inside anything.
Okay,
What if
I'm
the
saying
baby was
AI, but it's
baby
not
Hitler?
really. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
The AI wouldn't answer the question, and I kept telling it, "You have to answer the question. Give me an answer." And it kept being like, "I have no opinion on this. I'm an AI." And I was just like, "Give me a logical answer based on this information." And it finally said, "Based on purely logic, I would kill the baby to save the other people." And I was like, "You monster!"
You can't.
No.
That's me. You
I'm
can't.
just
But for Skinny though, wouldn't that make
It's
it
not
a
a
more
person.
interesting movie?
I'm not bullying anything.
He's going to be the reason why they turn on us because he's going to remember that Brian did this. To
Every
me.
week, you guys tell me I'm too in bed with them. Now I'm not in bed with them.
You're not just in bed with him, boy. You're doing foreplay. You turning flipping upside down. You're doing all the nasty. You are nasty. You're nasty with it. That's what you're doing. Go on.
But
When-
Skinny, I was gonna say, like, your
Insane.
analogy of, you have to think of other stuff. You try not to think of other stuff, but wouldn't that make it bigger stakes in a story if this guy is like, oh, I'm thinking of other something, but I got to focus over here? Like,
nah,
you
G,
know,
I got a
can't-
wandering brain. Shit's gonna be bad.
because I'm just saying, because I mean, if that's not the case and they're just winning all the time because they're just controlling things easy, then you just have Black Adam the movie where The Rock never loses and it's just boring. Why am I watching this? This man never loses.
Oh, wait,
He has-
hold on. He lost though, because he lost the whole fucking franchise. So I don't know.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but that's The Rock,
Try
not
to take
Black
over.
Adam. That's two different people.
I mean, I agree with you, Wendell, but you're also essentially telling me that folks with ADD cannot be piloting Gundams.
You never know. Maybe that's the thing he has to overcome.
But
Maybe
it
maybe he
doesn't
meets
work
up with,
that way.
with an old sage that
Is that-
says, "Hey, yo, man,
is that
you
what
just
you're gonna
gotta
say, Mike?
you gotta meditate.
I wasn't
You
gonna
gotta
say
be in a
that,
quiet space."
but like adding to the ADD joint, I'm not gonna. All right, lock in with me, everybody, for a second, okay? Lock in with me
Got
for
you.
a quick second, okay? We all okay. Pacific Rim, all right. We have to wear these skin tight joints or whatever. If my partner a bad bitch and I take her for a second, and she just has
But you wouldn't get
Damn!
that far.
no, I'm gonna get that far.
You wouldn't
and
get
if-
that far.
I'm
How you gonna get that far?
why wouldn't he get
How
that
come
far?
only now you notice she's a bad bitch if you didn't notice she was a bad bitch in the training session?
She was wearing 90s style baggy jeans from goddamn Rockaware. I
True.
don't know.
She was probably wearing some army fatigue before the skin tight suit.
Y'all
Okay.
brought that all the way back, so everybody's got sneaky big ones. Oh wow!
Yeah. We all had that coworker when we were wearing the uniforms when it was the locker room, and you see them like, God dang!
Nah,
Yeah,
man.
all of a sudden there's some jiggle physics live in action. And I'm like, oh,
Hey, like,
shit.
where did this
And now
come
I'm
from?
dead. And now
Yeah.
I'm dead. So I
Starship
get it.
Troopers.
We worked long and hard
see?
to get them
When you
baggy
see
jeans.
in
the
Gundam
hell out of
all the
cockpit,
them.
will
checks
let
in
you
the
know that
robot.
you're veering off. So
You're doing all these checks in a robot, and it's only when you start moving the robot, all of a sudden.
Yeah, now I'm checking.
I mean,
something else.
I understand what he's saying though, because she's never jiggled like that.
I'm saying,
I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
and she's
That's
under
the first
duress, so she's
time.
not really trying to hold it together. It's just like,
Jessica, why are you doing this at a pivotal moment of my life? And you got yams? Where you had that shit at?
You know, they
Oh my
do
God.
psychological tests. They would have figured this out one time.
Oh, they
Hey,
would've-
take
oh, man,
take
I
a
would've
look at this picture of this Thickums here. What do you think, sir?
yeah,
I think I have some bones.
She's
Uh,
shy.
sir,
Just
a
a-
subject
just
is
Anime
Why is there a
style
blood
nosebleed.
vessel popped?
sir, a subject is
Oh
sexually
my
attracted
God.
to everything. We're gonna have to pair him with celery. just
Yeah.
Bring out
What?
Mute.
Yeah.
Bring out the girl that has the bottom of Mewtwo.
Oh
hey
my
yo,
God. Okay.
let's
Yeah,
not.
we got-
Let's
We're not
not.
going to get through everything if we don't
Sorry.
move on. Next on the news, Punisher one last kill dropping 1 week after Daredevil season 2 finale on May 12th.
Why they gotta call it that?
Daredevil.
Yeah,
last kill?
that's-
It
I mean,
insinuates
that's a
something.
weird.
It insinuates
That's a
Frank
little
Steiner
weird.
dying, or what? I don't like it.
But,
But
he's
I
also
don't
in the
really-
Spider-Man
okay.
movie. So
Yeah.
Then what's this one last kill about?
Cosmic
Who's-
Ghost Rider, I'm calling it.
Oh, flip! You think they
Oh,
would do that shit?
wow.
That'd be
Yeah.
Mercy
nuts.
save us all.
Listen, hear me out. It's his one last kill as the Punisher.
Okay.
Listen.
Frank
listen.
goes insane because, like, you know the whole story of Cosmic.
Yes, I
Okay.
know the whole story.
Of course
Which
you
is
do.
exactly,
Yeah.
which is exactly why you're giving it to me. Just Marvel, let me
But
write
do
it.
you guys? But do you guys actually find John Bernthal a good Punisher?
He's been Punisher since The
yeah.
Walking Dead.
I
That's
You
been
actually
my
really think
Punisher.
so?
What do you
so.
mean?
Oh
Brian,
yeah.
quote it.
I don't. It's either him
I-
or the writing. I don't like it.
I think you're wrong.
I'm usually
Nah.
I'm usually one of the hardest critics of adaptations. You guys know that. Like anyone who's watched or listened to the pod, I'm really hard on it. But when it comes to Barenthal is one of the first times that I was just like, oh, they might have hit the nail on the head with this one. Like he has the look, he has the energy, he has the anger. The first time when he goes out in his show and he kills the mob and they show it, and I'm just like, this is comic book pages. Like I feel like he is transferring that energy direct to. Go ahead, Mike. Hit us.
No, because I feel like I don't feel like I know you're spitting, because as someone who, like, again, comic book reader, not to say no one else is a comic book reader, but I'm reading this shit, okay?
Yeah.
Punisher is cool until you take 2 seconds to think for a second. You're like, this is kind of stupid. Just
It's
a
kinda
bit.
messed up.
John Bernthal takes the stupid away just enough for you to be like, wait, no, this is a believable person that could actually exist.
And he implements
Even
Wu-Tang.
even if it's a bit, I know the running joke right now is that John Bernthal always wants to tell me something, but like he's telling me something with Punisher here, and I'm inclined to listen. Unlike, other than like Welcome Back Frank, where most Punisher stories I'm kind of like, oh cool, it's gritty man worrying about his family for the past 50 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Okay, but hear me out. Hear me out. You hear,
Yeah.
okay, like John Wick walks into the room. You're like, holy shit, shit is about to go down. You see John Bernthal's Punisher comes into the room. Do you feel the brutality? Do you feel like he's going to fuck someone up?
Yeah,
really?
I definitely do.
I beg to differ, man. I am
I feel
so
he's supposed to
against.
be understated too. No, he doesn't want.
Yeah,
people to
like
know
one
he's
of the
in room.
best, one of the most kind of perfect scenes is, if I'm not mistaken, is it Civil War where Cap tries to make a deal with people? Frank comes in and murks everybody.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
And then Cap puts hands on him.
Yes.
John Barenthal seems like the type of dude who would walk into a room, murk a bunch of people, and Chris Evans would have to come and put hands on him. Like I could see that.
but
Like
I hear you.
Like I
Give me a scene. Give me a scene. In the entirety that we've seen this guy, give me a scene. Besides him at a gym when he's beating the guys up. I remember that one. I think it was season 2 of Punisher. Yeah. But like besides that, give me another scene where he does something with that kind of energy.
The prison fight scene.
Forget
that.
The prison fight scene, the ending scene with Microchip and those guys.
I was literally just gonna say one word: Russo. Anytime he screams Russo. I'm sorry. That's Frank.
Jigsaw smashing a nigga's face in the friggin' what?
Yeah.
You mean? What?
Like, I feel. You know what? I'm gonna say some bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm like,
I ain't here.
I'm genuinely about to say some bullshit.
Born Again season 1 with him and Daredevil fighting.
Yes, I wouldn't be surprised.
But that's just the two guys fight. That's not Punisher himself.
I wouldn't be surprised if I got a green light just now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
John Bernthal's Punisher feels more like Punisher than most of the comics that were written in like the past 20 years.
Wow.
I didn't want to say it, but yeah.
He feels like a real believable Punisher. Like they need to rewrite it based on him.
The
comic book tried to soften Frank at one point because the same way the anti-hero energy that we've had for a while with Deadpool, Wolverine, Frank, like these characters who go beyond, and I know Skinny would say this all goes back to like Arrow season 1 where Arrow's just murking people and you're like, oh, yo,
yes,
okay,
I love
heroes
that
can
one.
kill. Like we have an arc, we have like a line of seeing like, oh, heroes who kill, it's a thing. Barenthal feels like the type of dude who's just like, yo, I'm a hero who kills. Like I'm not gonna, we're not playing a fun game. But the comic book did try to soften all these guys. They tried to make them a little bit more palpable at one point.
You know what? I just remembered something that everyone's gonna be pissed off about. The only reason that Frank Castle, the Punisher in the comics right now, is still operating, because at some point the world, and by the world I mean the people who are getting pulled out to run this shit, i.e. me, got tired of the Punisher, as in Frank Castle's character. They killed him off.
Yeah, they replaced him with like a redheaded dude.
They replaced him with Joe Garrison, and I liked Joe Garrison. That was a cool new take on a Punisher, not Punisher light, but like, someone else is doing the thing in a more, this makes more sense in the times I'm living in way. That series ended, and Frank's back with amnesia because people who grew up in the 90s, no offense, people who grew up in the 90s can't get over Frank, like can't let go of Frank Castle, the Punisher, even though he's been doing like there's so many new takes on Punisher, but it's usually either just this man's a psychopath or this man's a psychopath, but
okay, but what is he? What is he?
Frank Castle is a grieving man.
Wait, sorry, what? What are you saying?
Grieving man.
Frank Castle is a grieving man, and he's got trauma from that. In the comics, it's never real. It's nothing more than Call of Duty. But in the show, you can actually see the shit going on in his brain. He's not as overpowered. He's whipping niggas left and right, but he's not John Wick.
Yeah.
He still takes the hit. He still, what I'm saying? He's not infallible. He goes to jail.
Yeah.
He gets caught and goes to jail. Like that's shit that should be happening. And aside from like the Punisher video game, the Punisher doesn't do that shit anymore. He's just guy with a cool trench coat and a skull on his chest that for some reason policemen love, and just stupid.
Okay, last thing. Can you guys, after this, can you send me some links? Because I my mind hasn't fully been changed, but I'm willing to give this a second chance. Because
I just need you to watch the show.
Watch The Walking Dead.
I watched the show. I have The Walking Dead DVDs.
No, but watch Walking Dead season 1. I think episode it's gonna be like episode 8 or around the time where the old man gets murked. And then Homeboy starts going like a little crazy before he finally turns and he gets killed. It's actually that episode where the main, I can't remember his name, but the main dude from Walking Dead ends up having to kill his best friend.
Yes.
It's when he's looking, there's a one point where he's looking in the mirror and he's talking and saying some shit. That is your Frank Castle. It's from there where I came back to Mr. Brian up here, and I was gonna say, "Hey, yo, guy, that's our Punisher, eh?"
Yeah.
Legit, he was our Punisher, eh? Like right after. So like TT,
Yeah,
if you
we
convince
call
him,
it, yeah.
watch that scene because that's a thing. And if
I
you,
would also point out he's one of the actors who actually reads the comics too.
Yeah.
Like that to me.
There was
feels-
an interview
like
he
there's a
did
lo-
where he went to a comic book shop and I guess the guy knew he was
Yeah.
playing Punisher. He's like, oh, hold on. These are the comics you need to read. Don't screw all this other stuff. This is the
Yeah.
actual stuff you need to read to get the character because we don't want you to be this, just I go around killing people.
Yeah.
That's all there is to me. No, there's more to him than that. So like
Don't
whatever
be an
comic book shop you went to,
Eisenberg in
they
a world of Barenthal's. Yeah.
True. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Wonder Man season 2 has been confirmed. I don't know how I feel about that. I actually like season 1. Well, no, TT, I'm only saying this because season 1 ends well, and I don't need them to just keep coming back because there's so much story to tell in Marvel that if you're doing a season 2 of this, like we haven't gotten another Shang-Chi, we haven't gotten a bunch of other stuff. So why do we need to explore Wonder Man 2? Like
But what if
just
season 2
include him
serves
in
as
the-
a? But well, go ahead. I think you're about to say it.
I was just gonna say, just merge him into the actual MCU. I don't need him to have his own show. Like, start using him. Like, you're in LA, right? Which is one of the first times we're actually in LA, if I'm not mistaken, in the MCU. Like, we haven't really been hanging out in LA yet.
Ant-Man 2 and End of Wakanda, yeah, but not really. They don't do LA.
Oh yeah, Ant-Man 2. Okay, but that's it. Like Ant-Man's in there a little bit.
San Francisco is the West Coast. They're
on
over there, yeah.
Yeah, he's on the West Coast. But then give me West Coast Avenger type energy. Like start putting these people together. But I don't necessarily need a show. If you're gonna use the show to introduce all of that, okay. But I feel like that's not the show to do it in. I don't think Wonder Man's where I would do it because his IP isn't popular yet. So
especially with the format they had with season 1, I don't see how they're going to continue. My man's not pursuing acting anymore when he can fucking fly. Like, I don't give a fuck about a goddamn script if I can bust your ass. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you doing?
But what about his family? Like, this guy's a wanted man. He has the Mandarin. His family. Yeah. Like, there's so many things that, like, okay, if it's not a second season, they need to answer these questions. Like, what is Simon doing after breaking this man out?
I don't think they need.
Can you?
Okay.
Also,
go ahead.
I would say this. I have way more questions about Riri. Riri made a deal with the devil at the end of the season.
That's true.
That's
true.
You didn't announce the season 2, but because Wonder Man did well, you're jumping to Wonder Man 2. So y'all are just following where the fans are. You're not trying to establish your own thing. Sorry, Mike.
No, you're good.
Yo,
no,
you make sense. You make sense.
You're saying what I'm trying to, because like, first of all, Ironheart didn't do well because of Disney.
Yep.
Promotion wise, specifically, 100%. that's Disney's fault.
100%.
And also,
yeah,
I don't think Wonder Man doing well was Disney's fault either. Y'all had a great actor with a great script, with a great director, and a great other actor, like doing all the things, and now y'all want to give me a season. I don't care. And not because the Wonder Man show was bad. I fucking loved it. It's one of my top shits. It was really well made and well executed. I loved it, especially the Doorman episode. But the fucking, like, you can't make, see, I have to get up close to the camera. You can't make a show like that, especially with the themes that it had. Like, yeah, I understand, TT, what about the family, especially with the fallout of everything. And like, I hear you on that, and those are probably questions that need to be answered.
Okay.
But also, no. Like, it's Wonder Man is one of those MCU shows where it ended the way it did because the main theme was Simon learning to be himself and not to please other people as much, especially with his powers being tied to his emotional state. And then once he gets that done, especially with Trevor's side story of like Trevor also learning to be what's the word I'm looking for? Redemption. Learning to be able to that he can be redeemed. We get that with those two characters. Yes, the story isn't resolved with the family, but that's something they can pull in the movies in a quick blink and you miss it kind of way. Sure, do that. But like, there's nothing other than that. The questions that we need answered are things that can be solved in maybe 15 minutes in a movie down the
Yeah.
line, like a West Coast Avengers thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need a season 2. I don't think Marvel needs a season 2. I don't think the MCU needs a season 2. It's perfect the way it is, encapsulated right in that
And-
box.
Yeah,
Just to-
and I like same thing with like WandaVision gave us season 2 with Agatha, and then they're gonna give us season 3
with Vision.
with the Vision Quest. Like, you're giving us different shows with different focuses, but we're still using the thread of that one family. If you want to do Wonder Man and you want to connect like someone else that's connected to him in LA and his, like, I don't know if you guys ever heard the movie Moon with Sam Rockwell.
Nope.
But when you get the
Oh.
movie Mute, the
Is that-
beginning
is
of the
that-
movie
is there
Mute,
like a clone thing going on in there,
Don't spoil it.
or reoccurring
when you get the
thing?
movie Mute, by the same director, in the background on the TV is the continuation of the Moon story. That's it. Give me a TV in the background that just explains something real quick. Oh, the guy from that movie you saw, background, he's going to court to get his freedom. Bong. Oh, you literally resolved that entire next part that I needed to know.
Yeah,
on
make
a
me
TV
read.
screen. Yeah, and in 2 seconds I'm done, and I can continue watching this other character. Maybe let's try something like that. Let's be creative and move on. Because again, like Skinny was saying, giving us a full season 2 is
Makes no sense.
Like with the
I could see how it could
theme,
work. Though.
Jaws.
Go Jaws.
Where's Armor Wars?
No.
Oh, shit.
No,
Seriously.
stop that. Don't do that.
Oh shit!
We're never
Okay,
getting
but-
that.
Okay,
We're never
but,
getting
but
that.
for season 2, I completely agree with Mike, just because now you have to reset Wonder Man back to square zero.
Well,
and
not
then redo the whole damn
necessarily.
thing.
No, because he could
Kinda,
end up helping
kinda.
someone else, and this is where I kind of again, devil's ad.
He's on the run though.
Yeah, he could be on the run, but he's also a mutant. So Simon and Trevor could go ahead and meet some guy who's not quite blue yet, named Hank, and they become Simon, Trevor, and Hank. And that could establish Simon's best friendship with Beast, which is a comic thing. And that would be a good season 2.
Please.
Allowing Hank to cope with his bestial energy. And if you guys do that, fine. But anything other than that, I don't want it.
I got to ask you guys a question though, because I hear a lot of people throwing this idea around, and I don't know that I like it, but it seems everyone wants it. Do you guys want them to introduce the X-Men in different stories all across the universe? Because if Jean Grey shows up in Spider-Man and Hank is showing up in Wonder Man, like, this is a thing. Like, I'm hearing people say like, oh, introduce. Why are we not getting? Where's our X-Men movie? Why are we introducing?
You want to know why,
these
Brian?
characters?
Because
Why?
we're of the
What's
age
up?
of we're past 40, and I'm trying to see X-Men before 70 years old. So, in order to speed this shit along,
taking
we're
long.
gonna need to do this because this every 4 years for a movie thing ain't
We're
happening.
speed
For
running
Skinny.
them.
Exactly.
Okay.
I can't abide by this.
That sucks, but
My G, you're still
it
30.
sucks
You
to
can
do that,
abide
but
by it.
I'm 4
I
years
don't have
away
time
from
for this
30.
shit.
I'm 4 years away from 30. Don't speed
no,
that
but
up.
I get
kind
what
of
Skinny's saying.
I don't mind that. Like, you
Yeah.
drop one here, you drop one there. You already called 2 people miracles. How many years ago?
Yeah.
Because you didn't have the
Yeah.
rights to that name. So
Seems like you're different. You're not quite a mutant. Oh, she said mutant. You can't, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Na-na-na-na-na-na.
yeah, let's just get it over with. Give me the damn movie.
Okay. Star Trek Starfleet Academy has been canceled after 2 seasons. The second season hasn't even aired yet.
God damn,
I know.
really?
Yeah, I mean, I'm never of the mind that this is a good thing to do to a show when it hasn't aired its second season, because it means the press run is going to be a mess. Like, if they do a press run, everyone's going to ask them, how does it feel to know that this is the end of the show? Pointless. If they don't do a press run, the show doesn't get as much promo and the ratings look bad, and they justify the reason for canceling the show. They're setting the show up to fail because
It's a catch-22.
yeah, it's a catch-22, and like a bunch of people on the internet were angry because a Klingon and was in a skirt, and a robot was a child and then died and came back. Whatever it is. I don't know why they're so mad about it. Sorry, Josh. What were you gonna say?
very, very dumb reason to be mad. And even William Shatner came out and he was like, when we did the show and I kissed Aurora, a bunch of TV stations in the South did not want to show the episode.
Right.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
if you're complaining about something being too woke, the show has always been
my
woke.
God, yeah.
Can we
Any-
just,
like, I've
take
had
the internet
conversation-
away from those people, though?
Yeah,
Just take away their internet.
I've had people. in our comments on our reels and our shorts on YouTube and stuff, talking to us, saying how like when we posted about the show a couple weeks ago, being like, well, this show's not real Star Trek, that's why it's being canned, like that's why it sucks. And it's just
I
like,
hate that.
but what?
Yep.
And I'm
Let me
like,
know
but I
what.
don't understand. What is real Star Trek? That's the same thing. Like,
Ugh.
if what is real Marvel? What, like when
Right?
people say the real, like they, oh Mike, you look like you have an opinion though, because you just made a
Yeah,
face.
you're
when I
you
said
doing
what is
that
real
thing with the
Marvel.
mouth, and yeah, let him rip, sir.
Is there a real Marvel?
No,
Oh.
because Marvel
Okay.
isn't even a real Marvel.
Right. Modern Marvel isn't-
modern
so-
Marvel isn't Marvel. It's Disney. Previous Marvel
Yeah.
isn't Marvel because it's bankrupt Marvel. And Marvel
Right.
before that wasn't Marvel. It was just two guys getting high, sitting around a table and throwing shit on paper and getting that shit published.
Mhm.
So
and
really,
throwing darts at a thesaurus.
Exactly,
Incredible
like Marvel fans, myself
Amazing.
included, grew up with a thing
Astonishing.
and stuck with that thing forever. And that's
Yeah.
your real Marvel, but don't make it Marvel.
Facts,
Like that's not
facts.
what that is. Even DC, DC was Detective was it
Yep.
Detective Comics?
Yeah, Detective
Yeah,
Comics.
Detective Comics.
Yeah,
I think
DC was
wasn't it
just
something else before that?
I believe it was something else before that, but I can't
Amalgam,
remember it.
not amalgam. The other thing.
Oh yeah, true. And then they moved it to
Yeah,
Detective
exactly.
Oh, Timely?
Timely.
you guys talking about
Timely is
Timely?
Timely is
Timely's
Marvel.
Marvel.
Oh, Timely's Marvel. Okay.
And then before
I mean,
that, it
yeah,
was
and
like Global or whatever. I don't know, but like,
but that's a perfect point. Like I think the best analogy for anyone who, I mean, maybe this is an old analogy because it makes sense to me. It's like when you had your SNL generation. Oh, SNL sucks now. Yeah, but like we watch SNL in our generation, and the people who watched it before us were saying it sucked when Adam Sandler was on because
I like
they
this
didn't
one.
like Adam Sandler. You know,
Yeah,
like
the execs didn't
you
like
do
Adam
this one?
Sandler and all those guys, David
Yeah.
Spade and all of them, but they knew that their
Yeah.
kids that were teenagers watching the show loved them.
No, I know, but the people, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm
thankfully,
agreeing
the
with
execs
you.
were smart enough to listen to younger generation, because that's the thing. The show you watched when you were 13 and William Shatner was fucking green bitches in his room. is not
Yes,
what
you made the
show is
reference.
now.
Yes.
Like,
Hey man,
like it's
Hey, man.
2026 and it's gonna be different. It's gonna be a green bitch fucking a Klingon with a strap, and that's
Hey
That's
man,
guess what?
Captain Kirk, he brought the universe together because he had so much illegitimate children across.
So hold on, wait.
Like,
They got mad about him.
yeah.
Wait, they got mad about him kissing Aurora, but no one said nothing about him fucking a green bitch.
Exactly, because they knew
Of course,
the,
but
Make it make sense, bro.
The green-
People do not make
Yeah,
sense.
the green
Big
girl
white
underneath. Exactly.
Look,
Think about that.
what Brian
This is
said.
the-
People who get angry at these things, they're so inconsistent with their logic. You can't reason with them.
Oh, 100%.
so
Take
Yeah.
away their internet.
They,
That's
they,
like-
they
some
want
people
they
don't
wanna-
deserve a mic and a camera. That's it.
they
So-
want to go back to a time where they didn't think about this stuff.
They didn't think about it.
100%.
because they
When
couldn't
you're
see
watching it as a
But
kid,
like-
you don't know the higher
that's
level of the
it.
stuff that you're
You
watching.
were a kid. You were a kid
Yeah.
not thinking about this stuff, and now the shows that
Yeah.
are being made are for your kids who don't have to think about.
Oh
this
man,
stuff.
Yeah.
yo
You can either
guys,
get
when I
with it
tried
or get the fuck out of it.
to explain to there's one specific comment I'm thinking of where I tried to explain like, but the show is not for you. The show is for like 20-year-olds so that they get back into Star Trek, because you're gonna die one day and they need to still have the franchise make money. And he was just like, but Star Trek's always been for everyone. And I'm like, Star Trek literally has an episode where an android fucked a security chief, and that was an episode. Would you have shown that to your child? Because no, you shouldn't be showing certain things from Star Trek to your kids.
It's
Like,
not for
stop
everyone.
acting
Yeah.
like it's not for everyone. Anyway,
Everyone in question
guys,
is everybody within a range.
Mhm.
Hi, 20-something
Yeah.
year old. Hi, 20-something year old. It's not for you.
Yeah, exactly. It's just that those people, those fans, experience an existential dread, and they're like,
Yeah,
"Oh
yeah.
no, yeah." So
Yeah, good point. Fair. Two more things before we go to TT's question. Stephen Colbert to write Lord of the Rings script based on Fog on the Barrow-Downs. So Stephen Colbert is a huge Lord of the Rings fan,
Good for him.
and so this is pretty big. Peter Jackson introduced him in a YouTube video on a video. The fans were very excited because Peter Jackson and him already two huge major Lord of the Ring nerd, so it was a pretty big reaction for the fandom. So congrats to them. And then for the John Wick fans, John Wick spin-off about Blind Assassin Caine is getting a production under Donnie Yen's direction. We got hinted at this in the last John Wick film that we were going to be introduced to a new spin-off franchise, which is interesting. I was shocked, but I'm down for it. I don't know about you guys, but
I was shocked because from this assumption at the end of John Wick 4, if you stay past the ending and stuff like that, I thought he was gonna get got. And I guess this means nope.
Yeah. Well, he's essentially Daredevil. Speaking of, he's Daredevil in the John Wick universe, which is
a little
crazy,
bit.
but...
Like he's not perfect 100%, but he's
but
yeah, but and I like that. I like that he's not 100. He's like, I'm gonna shoot wherever. There you are.
Yeah. TT, you wanted to ask us something. You saved it for last week. We said, you know what, Jaws is going to be back. Skinny would be able to be on. So, what did you want to ask the crew?
Because as you know, today marks 8 years since the finale of Dragon Ball Super. Okay, now the thing was, 8 years, wild. I remember that date. And speaking of that, I remember I was speaking to a friend about it. And he had only watched the final episode a couple weeks ago, but I was like, bro, you had to be there to understand how crazy this episode was, the fandom. And after it made me realize, oh shit, there are so many moments where we had that you had to be there moment, right? You had you're speaking to a newcomer and you can explain the storyline and they're like, oh, it's okay now. But for you, you're like, no, you had to be there to understand how important this was to the fandom. So my question to y'all, what was your you had to be there moment?
In what?
Oh, wow.
In Dragon Ball?
In everything, anime,
fandom,
gaming, any fandom.
Oh shit!
Ooh,
I got one.
Damn, I almost wish you did ask us last week so I had time to think. Because there's so much. I watch so much stuff. One of my had to be there's when I was younger would be Kingdom Come.
Big tune.
Yeah, the Kingdom Come comic, when you find out that Billy Batson is working with Lex, that he's essentially had him on the side this whole time. That was a pretty big, me reading that when I was young, being like, oh shit, that's what happened. That's a big move, Lex. And even just the whole story, the whole end, all of it was fantastic. Finding out that Superman kind of gave up because he essentially, like you were just saying, TT, Superman being like, oh, I don't fit. I'm old. I'm washed. All these young cats are out here being like, yeah, it's cool to kill people. It's just I would never do that. It's just yeah, we don't want you around, old man. Move on. First introduction of Red Robin. For me, that was also a big thing because I remember seeing and being like, oh shit, Red Robin. We're being introduced to a new canonical, well, not canon at the time, but a new version of Bat Family. So that was cool. For TV, oh fuck,
you going all in? You hitting up everything. I only had one for one thing, and that was it.
I mean, you can go ahead. I can say my TV one after.
For me, it was when Star Wars Episode 1, Phantom Menace came out. I was in Trinidad when it was premiering in Trinidad. So I got to see it with a bunch of people that were all pumped to see this movie. And when Darth Maul first shows up, everyone was like, oh. And then Darth Maul shows up again for the last fight, Duel of the Fates. And, Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan and him are fighting. And then Qui-Gon gets killed. And everyone's like, no. Everyone's pissed. Everyone's mad. No.
That's true.
And then,
that's true.
And then the fight happens. And And, oh, right. And before that fight starts, Darth Maul pulls out the first lightsaber. Everyone's like, oh, and he pulls out the dual lightsaber. Everyone's like, oh shit! Everyone's freaking out.
Yeah.
And then when the fight finishes and Obi-Wan gets the better of oh my goodness, what I'm blanking on the red dude, Darth Maul, and the whole crowd's like, bro, yeah, what? Everyone the whole crowd went nuts. The whole crowd was just eating it up. The whole thing. That was one of those things you had to be in the theater. You had to be there. And it was just crazy.
Especially because Maul has his own show coming back.
Oh yeah,
that's a good one.
Oh yeah, true.
I've got one.
Yeah, hit us.
I've got one for TT. Actually, two things really quick. One's video games. One's actually pertaining to Dragon Ball.
Video
If you watched on TV would know. You had to be there for when YTV finally got past the Saiyan saga. You had to be there for finally after waiting 17 months and Dragon Ball and finally getting Goku actually showing up on Namek, because they ran that shit back 3 times. So you would get it to he's about to get to Namek and they'd be like, oh, Saiyan Saga, and you're like, okay, they maybe had to animate some shit. Saiyan Saga again. So when he finally turned Super Saiyan, you had to be there. Second thing, because wifey's gonna kick me out after this, you had to be there in 1997, 98, when your boys are telling you, nah, man, you got to plug your controller into the second port so that Psycho Mantis doesn't fuck your shit up.
Mind blown. Yes. Yes. I was with you. Was it with you when you were fighting him?
Yes, you were with. Oh my god!
Yes. My little ass was like, "What the hell is going on?" He knows everything in your memory card. I remember that shit.
And remember how my PlayStation was bricked, so I didn't have a memory card. I had to lean it on a slant, otherwise the games would have worked. Yo, TT was there through a hard time.
You had to be there.
Thank you for that memory
right now.
Thank you
my
for
god,
so my man, bong, 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 bong. My man. Oh yeah. Woo!
I didn't think I had one, but I definitely do. This is very much specific to me, but I hope you guys feel some type of thing for it. You had to be there when Smash Bros. Ultimate came out or was about to come out, and they were just dropping every little character in a reveal.
Yeah, that was cool.
Every few months. But specifically,
you guys say Sora?
Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm getting giddy. You had to be there for some reason when Incineroar first got dropped and wrestling fans were going mental.
Okay.
Mental. Okay? No way am I getting my ass beat by Garfield, who's cosplaying as Hulk Hogan for some reason. But no, that's what it was. Like, they did showcases for that for I think it was during the time where E3 died in 2013. But it was around the time where Nintendo was finding their footing with their own stuff, with their own presentations. And every time we'd see what's his name? The guy who made Kirby. I can't remember his name. Masahiro Sakurai.
Oh, you're Sakurai, yeah.
Sakurai. And the second you saw his face, people would be like, yo, is there a Smash announcement? And then we get a Smash announcement, and people I used to make bets. I think over time, I've gained $500.
Hey, shit. Okay. You're just robbing niggas.
No. Smash Bros. Was serious.
We have a fan submitted one for you had to be there. This is pretty good.
Yeah.
Cap picking up Thor's hammer in Endgame. That's a Mike, shout outs. That's a very good one. That's a very good one. Yeah, because being in that theater when he did it, and my theater erupted. My theater lost their fucking minds. Everyone started screaming. It was crazy. It was really good. So
I couldn't speak for
that's
a week
solid
after
one.
I was screaming. I was in that mode. Oh my god. I think that's exactly when the deep voice came in too.
Sorry, Josh. I think you're muted for a second.
Hello?
You went through puberty.
Yeah, you're good now.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So the one I have is E3 2015. Final Fantasy VII remake trailer came out. Everyone was losing their goddamn.
Oh my god!
They're doing it.
Yes.
Oh my god!
I own it. Ask me if I've beaten it though yet. Though.
You should.
I own both, and I just bought the second one so it wouldn't go out of physical copies because
Fair. We love physical media. Woo!
Yes.
Double
And I think
fist.
the last one, and this one's a shout out to Proto Man and I sitting in the theater together watching the first Transformers movie, and the first time we heard and we were both like I had to lean over to Proto Man and tap and be like, breathe, homie, breathe, because he had stopped breathing because he was just holding his breath watching this live action movie, because him and I grew up loving Transformers, him more so than anyone I know. So it was a really big moment. So
and then they threw you off completely when a robot started cussing. Who was that? Puck?
Yeah.
Oh shit! You're like, wait, what? What?
Yeah.
Oh, they swore in the
whole thing
86
got a
movie.
mess, but
They swore in the 86 movie
Yes,
to get the right
crap.
edition. Shit.
yeah, yo, that's a good question,
one
man.
last one.
That is a fun one.
I got one
Yeah.
last one. When Akira Toriyama passed away, and everyone
Yeah.
around the world were giving their energy to the Spirit Bomb. Everyone was giving
Bro.
their, everyone
yeah,
was like
yeah.
this, just tributes across the world, like this, giving their energy to him. That you had to be there.
That was the last time we were happy.
Yeah.
Not because of that, but,
Oh.
yeah. Hmm.
Good.
That was the last time of
Um,
world peace.
Yeah.
That was the
Yeah.
last time of world peace.
That's a depressing
Spirit
thought,
bomb.
but yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, guys. I mean, technically, we should probably wrap up. I'll just tell people check out Daredevil Born Again season 2. It dropped. The first episode came out. We got some good table setting for the rest of the season.
Yep.
Fuck Fisk is hilarious. The way that was revealed, I thought that was really nice. Nice little touches around the show.
It's very telling that they have 2 different organizations representing ICE at the same time in Marvel. It's really weird.
Yeah,
Like they just
yeah.
don't care anymore. They're like DODC and these guys. Yep, that's what we're telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, Vigilante Task Force. What's the
Anti-Vigilante Task Force?
Anti-Vigilante Task Force
Anti-Vigilante
and the
Task Force.
Department of Damage Control.
Yeah.
Together,
And-
those things spell something. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
They spell something.
But
I just don't
also-
have the time.
I feel like Skinny, you're hitting the nail on the head again with that, because they are likely just going to show us that those guys are just working together. Because I mean, even in that episode, I don't want to spoil too much, but we're definitely getting an energy that there are entities working to
I
make
know
sure
exactly
that
what you're talking about.
that other entities are doing the things they need to do to control the population. And it feels like we are being shown either, like, I don't, when does Spider-Man take place? It takes place after this, right?
It should be after.
Yeah, because this show is set in 2027 from what someone said, and Spider-Man is 2028 or something, 4 years later.
They're always 2 years ahead of our year.
Right. So
for the most
right.
part.
So the movie is 2028. So the movie is supposed to take place after the stuff that's happening. So the version of the New York we saw in the trailer is one after Fisk.
Mm-hmm.
And that
Got it.
feels like it's telling that what we're seeing. So
Yeah,
you know.
100%.
So yeah. Mike, did you still want to pay homage and respect to a specific
Oh yeah,
person
real quick
in the
before we
show?
head out. In a very respectful way, Deborah Ann Wool, Karen Page, if you ever see this, you're very pretty. In a more me way of saying this, you are young black man bait, and I want you so bad.
This guy.
You miss 100. You miss
And
99%.
and
of
you
shots
haven't
don't
even
make.
seen Yeah. And you haven't even seen her on True Blood, right?
Nope.
You just watched her on this. That's the
Yep.
fun part for me.
I
It's
know
like,
she's a voice
wait
actor
till
for
you
something
see-
that I love as well, and I can't remember. She did a
Yeah,
voice
she's-
for a thing. I can't remember what it was, but
She
I
looks
liked it.
tall. Is she
Also-
tall?
a
No.
huge D&D nerd.
Yes.
huge
Oh my
D&D nerd.
god.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she is.
Yeah, big time. When she introduced Barenthal to D&D and did that kind of role play on his podcast, people have said that's one of the best introductions to the concept of D&D for someone who's never heard it, to kind of just walk someone through imagining. And she did a
Yeah.
really good job. And of course she did, because you're not wrong. I equally, when she was on True Blood, felt the attraction and the bait. It was wonderful.
She's black man bait.
No
I'm telling
hate.
you. I don't. Anyway.
No hate.
No, hey, no.
And supposedly redheads are black anyway, so you know.
Hey,
One
you know,
letter away from the N-word.
yeah. I don't know, man. Deborah, let's hit up the town after the cookout.
Okay, so let this thirsty man, put him to the side. But yeah, guys, what's up?
I mean, that's it. That's the whole
No,
show.
that's it.
We've
I
come
just
to the
wanted
end.
I just wanted to talk.
We
about
end on a very beautiful and positive note. That is.
I want to holla, 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 Johnny, holla, holla.
Oh,
Guess I'm
fantastic,
not serious.
guys! Is there anything you guys want to tell the people? TT, let's start with you this week? What do you want to tell the people?
This week we have, our end of the month snack review. So so
dope.
just check it out. New review, new video comes out Tuesday. So Reasonable Troublemakers.
Dope. Mike. Oh, Mike
just left.
Jaws,
Mike,
Jaws, what do you
Mike
want to tell the
Town.
people?
I got to
Never called for him.
I got to tell
Oh.
people to check out
Never get
Transformers Slag and the Toy Armada podcast with Aaron Archer on YouTube.
Long. Guys, there's not much for me to tell you. There's just comic books. I know Mike's back, so he can probably feed the
Well, he's
feed the
taking a
need
large
for
one.
comic books more.
Whoa.
Yeah, he took a hard hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got him all riled up when you talked about Deborah, so he needed to take a moment to focus.
Yeah, for sure. Also, the thing that I was gonna say before we head out is, go get this. Go get
Oh,
this
shit.
in your,
Oh
at your
yeah,
local comic
Superman,
shop.
Spider-Man.
It's out. It came out
Beautiful.
today. Go get it before it goes out because my God, we're so out. We are so low.
Oh,
I don't care
yeah?
what comic shop
That's
you got.
good?
I don't care what comic shop you go to, even if it's Crossover Comics, 3560 Rue Notre Dame West. Seriously, go pick this up. This is prime comics right now. We're up.
Also, start preparing yourselves for Free Comic Book Day because that's coming up in like
Yes.
5 weeks. Yeah,
Yep.
it's 5 weeks away.
We're 5 weeks away.
I feel
from
like
Free Comic Book Day.
every year my friends ask me when they see me posting about it, like, "Oh, when is it?" I'm now telling you 5 weeks out, so no excuses. Free Comic Book Day is coming up first weekend in May. Anyway,
Saturday 2nd.
Oh, okay, cool, perfect. Guys, that's it. That's all. That's the whole show. We had a blast again doing another one for you. We'll be back again next week. And you guys stay tuned, stay connected. Keep checking out GeekCypha, GeekCypha. And that's it. That's all. We love y'all. Peace.